everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing a book I just finished. I'm going to let you in to let you know that some things are coming up in the new year where I'm going to be featuring authors just like in between my book reviews. I'm going to be doing different box unboxings. I'm going to be kind of switching it up a little bit. So be sure to check that out. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going to be posting. The book I'm reviewing, I had just started it. It only took me a couple days to read. It's called Mr. Perfect on Paper by Meltzer. I absolutely love this book. So Dara is looking for the perfect Jewish husband. She runs a Jewish online dating site called JMeg. And she goes onto a television show with her grandma to promote their new rollout for the dating site, where she meets one of the anchor who she listens to all the time because she suffers from an anxiety issue. And so what she does is she like puts his show on repeat, listens to his voice because it calms her down. She also has a lot of other quirks that go in with that anxiety to help her calm down. She meets Chris, and they're ready. He's a single father. He is not Jewish. His wife passed away, and once he has her, the show's ready to be canceled, and he gets her and her grandma on the show, and her grandma pulls out this list that Dara made up with her sister on a night that they were looking for something to do. They were maybe had a little too much to drink, whatever. And it's the perfect Jewish husband, and it has all these things that she wants. He needs to be a doctor or a lawyer, no baggage, no previous marriages or children, and the number one rule is he must be Jewish. There's another couple things on that list too. Those are the three that are kind of, there, and then there's some other ones that I think everybody would want to have on their list for their perfect mate. So they are on the show and ratings start skyrocketing. So he decides to present to Dara, why don't we try to feature you on the show and have you try to find your perfect Jewish husband? We'll follow you around. I'll go over the men. I will try to pick out your husband. We'll be with you every step of the way. It'll be a nice, safe environment. Dara reluctantly agrees. And things don't always go as planned on dates. So she has a couple fails. Book had me rolling, but it kept true to being realistic of things that could possibly go wrong on a date, and your anxieties of having to go out and be in the dating world and putting yourself out there, and fears or whatever else. Does she eventually find her perfect Jewish husband? And is being perfect on paper really meant to be perfect for you? This book was phenomenal. I absolutely loved everything about it. And it was a quick read. It did give you a lot of, because she is Jewish and she's very strong in her faith, and it's very important to her. So, a lot of it takes place during the different parts of the seasons or what the Jewishes celebrate. It ends with Hanukkah. So it does do all that stuff. So you do get a lot of background on that, which is really interesting, and it's phenomenal to learn about that. Chris, the anchor, learns it along the way. So it's definitely phenomenal. Chris is very good at helping her with her anxiety, and she helps him a little bit along the way too with things that he is struggling with as well. So check out this book, Mr. Perfect on Paper by Meltzer. It was fantastic. I loved it. Check it out. The next book I'm going to be reading and reviewing is called The Family Game by Catherine Stanman. Let's see. This had a tentative publication month of November of 2022. I do believe I got this from a Goodreads giveaway. Let's see. A rich Xenic family, a time-honored tradition, or a lethal game of survival. One woman finds out what it really takes to join the 1% in the riveting psychological thriller from New York Times best-selling author Something in the Water. Harry is a novelist on the brink of stardom. Edward, her husband-to-be, is seemingly perfect in love and freshly engaged. Their bliss is interrupted by the re-emergence of the Holbecks, Edward's eminent family, and their embodiment of American old money. For years, they've dominated headlines and pulled society's strings, and Edward left them all behind to forge his own path. There are eyes and ears everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they were pulled back in. After all, even though he's long severed ties with his family, Edward is set to inherit it all. Harriet is drawn to the glamour and sophistication of the Holbecks, who seem to welcome her with open arms. But everything changes when she meets Robert, the inescapably magnetic head of the family. At their first meeting, Robert slips Harry a cassette tape, revealing a shocking confession which sets the inevitable game in motion. What is it about Harry that made him give her that tape? A thing that has the power to destroy everything. As she ramps up her quest for the truth, she must endure the Holbecks' savage Christmas traditions, and all the while knowing that losing this game could be deadly. So it sounds really good. This is an advanced uncorrected proof, so I am anxious to read it. And we are in November 22. I'm not sure if it is on sale yet or if you can buy it yet or not. But we're going to check it out, and I will be back with a review when I finish it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell. Have a wonderful night.